What's up guys, Bonsai here from Bonsai, and today I wanted to talk about the nerf on Ormarr and how it affected him, and also answer the question, should you play Ormarr? So I will start with Ormarr's abilities. Ormarr's passive deals 9 to 15% damage of current HP when triggered, and to trigger his passive all you need to do is deal damage with auto attacks or abilities. Now Ormarr's first ability makes you dash and also empowers your next auto attack, which gives it a small knockup and a cool effect. Ormarr's second ability is a smash with his hammer. If you now use this ability 3 times on an enemy, your next slam with the hammer will trigger Ormarr's passive and stun the enemy. Ormarr's ultimate is a spin, which deals damage. In my own opinion, I think the ultimate ability is kinda awkward, unless you're in a 5 vs 5 team fight. And this is how Ormarr's abilities look right now. Before he got nerfed, Ormarr's second ability did stun, and did not actually trigger Ormarr's passive, which means he had 3 stuns instead of 2 stuns, which he have at the current moment. This also means in the past, Ormarr was a top tier warrior. And if you have been around for a while, you might remember the Violet and Ormarr combo. This was before Arena of Valor had released Talonaz to counter Violet, and also the time Arena of Valor was called Strike of Kings. Before this nerf, Ormarr could lock down and stun his enemies and let his team finish them off, and his biggest weakness was his low health and resistances. Now Ormarr only has 2 stuns, and these stuns are pretty bad if you compare to other hero stuns. The problem is Ormarr is designed to go all in like the crazy Viking he is, which is a huge flaw because he got so low resistances. Unless you get full tank items, Ormarr will pop like a balloon in teamfights. Now Ormarr still has the role as a warrior, but he is much weaker than he used to be. Ormarr's passive has now a 4-second cooldown, which means Ormarr is great in extended team fights. So if you're playing Ormarr, try to avoid enemy team compositions with a lot of burst damage. Ormarr also got a high base damage, which is why Ormarr is so strong in the early game. Problem is when your enemies get some gold and buy a few damage items, you have to watch out. Because Ormarr can take a lot of damage, which I mentioned earlier is Ormarr's biggest weakness. Ormarr also only got 1 movement ability, which is really bad if you are a melee hero. You want at least 2 movement abilities, 1 to engage, and if the engage goes bad, you will still have escape your second movement ability. Now that you know what Ormarr does and what he is capable of, should you actually play Ormarr? I myself have actually stopped playing Ormarr, because in Diamond and Master rank he is too weak and there are heroes there that can do the same thing as Ormarr, but a lot better. For example, Lubu, Scud and Suka, just to mention a few. So Ormarr is not the best pick in competitive games, but he is really fun to play. After all, he is one of my most played heroes. And the rush you get when you slam your hammer and stun 5 people at the same time can you only get while playing Ormarr. Ormarr is also great to combo with other warriors. I actually recommend that you play with a friend in the same lane and combo Ormarr and Scud. If your enemies tries to fight you, your stuns will keep them at place, and also the high damage will probably give you a lot of kills. Even if the enemy jungler gank, you will be so strong that they will have to retreat. So the question still remains, should you play Ormarr? If you want to climb to the top, Ormarr is not the best pick. If you are a person who play this game for fun, on the other hand, Ormarr might be the hero that suits you. There is a lot Tencent need to change with Ormarr to make him a viable pick in competitive play. My suggestion would be lower the base damage of Ormarr's abilities, increase health, armor and magic resist a little bit, give Ormarr back his 3 stuns and increase cooldowns on Ormarr's abilities. I understand this is easier said than done, and Tencent got a lot going on in the test server and making Arena of Valor available for more countries. So I assume they will be too busy to rework Ormarr in the near future. And that wraps it up. If you are a fun guy, play Ormarr, and if you are a competitive guy, avoid him. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned something and enjoyed this video. This was my thoughts on Ormarr, and if you have any great ideas on how to balance Ormarr so he is actually viable to play competitive again, put it down in the comments down below. And if you're new here, don't forget to press the subscribe button, then you won't miss any future uploads. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.
When I close